Welcome to Dr. X, where I tell you how corrupt some doctors truly are and how you can protect yourself from these deviants. Every doctor takes the Hippocratic Oath. It was written by the Greek physician and father of medicine Hippocrates. Essentially, this oath is sworn by a doctor and protects the patient from improper conduct. Without it, deranged or perverted doctors could fulfill their fantasies on you while you seek legitimate help for an ailment. Every day in the papers and on the news, we see or read about horrific stories of sexual misconduct by seemingly upstanding members of our society. It seems that these days you just can't trust anyone. And unfortunately, even our most trusted citizens are conducting themselves in less than desirable ways. Policemen, teachers, firefighters, even doctors have been exposed as sexual predators in today's society. Hello, America. I am Dr. X. And after finding out that a former colleague, someone that I was once proud to have called my friend, had been brought up on charges of sexually molesting a patient of theirs, I feel that it is my moral responsibility to educate you about the fact that there are some sick doctors out there who are sexually abusing their patients. Sexual assault is not only a crime punishable by law, but it is a crime that we as a society deem repulsive. As women gain more independence, many states have passed tough legislation surrounding sexual abuse. Gone are the days where a male-dominant society turned a blind eye towards the heinous sexual abuse against women, or so many of us thought. Unfortunately, I'm about to inform you of the many doctors who have not changed with the times. They still view their female patients as sex objects. Sexual violence affects up to 1/3 of women in this country. 1/3 of today's population of women have been violated through sexual assault, and many of these victims never report the incident out of fear of reprisal, rejection, or repeated assault. Worse still, more than half of assaults are committed by someone known to the survivor. Now, I'm not here to tell you why rape is a terrible crime, or even how most of all rape cases are never reported. I'm here to inform you about some deviant doctors who abuse the Hippocratic Oath and the trust that has been built up for centuries between doctors and their patients. These deviants can and will take advantage of patients, sometimes without the patient even knowing that something terrible has happened to them. Out of outrage for violating our most sacred oath, I am exposing these perverted doctors to protect this trust. Did you know that back in the year 2000, an independent survey asked 10,000 doctors if they'd ever sexually assaulted their patients, and a shocking 10% of them actually admitted to sexually abusing patients while under anesthesia, hypnosis, or even in a coma. Doctors that commit these atrocities can be classified into 3 categories: the psychotic, those that have severe mental instability issues; the antisocial, who are doctors that lack conscience about their actions; and the lovesick, those who fall in love with their patients. An infamous case in the United Kingdom lets us know that this is not only a problem here in the United States, and further demonstrates the severity of it worldwide. Dr. Alan Tutin, who has been determined by the UK Medical Board to be a danger to the public, molested a string of female patients. In one case, this father of 4 rubbed a patient's breasts, telling her it was the best way of knowing if she was pregnant, while in another, Dr. Tutin told a female patient she should take her clothes off to have an eye test. This poor woman was down to her underwear as the perverted Tutin started breathing on her, claiming he was simply checking her eyes. Appalling behavior, to say the least, but many doctors take it even further. Now, if you suspect that you've been a victim of your doctor, the first thing you should do is call the police and file a report. The next step is to file a complaint with your state's medical board and completely skip notifying the hospital's administration. Severe action must be taken to protect you and the rest of the general public, and hospital administrators notoriously have covered up these incidents, protecting the doctors and themselves from public backlash, leaving victims without any recourse. If the proper steps are taken, these perverts will be arrested, charged, and publicly embarrassed, hopefully preventing further sexual crimes and sending a clear message to other deviant doctors. Thank you for joining me today. The public's awareness of this issue of physician sexual misconduct is a very risque subject, and those seeking medical help must believe in the trust set forth by century-old physicians. Please remember that most doctors uphold this oath and firmly stand by its principles, but you can't trust everyone, no matter what they may swear to. That's all the time I have today, but please tune in next week for more startling information that your personal doctor may not be telling you. I'm Dr. X, and I'll see you next time.